Now you may or may not recognize these four gentlemen right here, but they are what I call music royalty, the Coasters. They've been around since the 1950s, producing massive worldwide hits. And it's not just Yakety Yak, there's Charlie Brown, Love Potion Number 9, Searchin', and my favorite, Down in Mexico. These are the type of records that still jump out of speakers like they were made yesterday. Now here's the part that nobody expects. With 12 to 14 gold records, what if I told you that they never got paid for them? Now the Coasters were a super big deal back in the day. They were all over the charts. And to understand why that hurt so much, you have to understand who the Coasters were. They started back in 1955 in Los Angeles with members from another group called the Robins. And then they became one of the rare groups that can do comedy, drama, and street life storytelling in a 2-minute song. And in 1987, they became the first group to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And so I recently came across an interview with the founding member of the Coasters, Carl Gardner. And when asked how he felt to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he said, and I quote, "They didn't pay me anything, so what do I care? They owe me more than $50 million. And then he was asked if it was true that the Coasters sold more than 137 million records. And he said yes. He believes it with all of his heart and soul, which is why he keeps throwing out the number that they owe him more than $50 million. And then he said, that's just here in America. What about overseas? You see, back in those days, an artist can have massive hits and still get lost in contracts, accounting, royalty splits, and a system that was never meant for fairness. And then he describes it like a fight against a machine. And then he says, and I quote, "Somebody stole our money. We were fighting a system, just trying to get our money."